Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review we are looking at the Marvel Legends KRAVEN figure, which is one of the best Marvel Legends figures we've gotten in a very long time. It makes me hopeful that Hasbro has not completely sold out on us. I think we might be in store for some good stuff. That's not to say he doesn't have any problems, and of course since this is a review I'll be pointing those out, but for the most part, a really nice figure. He stands roughly 17 centimeters tall. That makes him about 6 3/4 inches. He's built on, for the most part, the Grim Reaper body, which is that new slightly thicker body. It works really well for KRAVEN. And then of course he's got a ton of new parts, which helps him to be one of the better Legends. We've got these new forearms and hands with the wraps on them. We've got new lower legs with obviously these knee pads and the wraps on the feet. We've got a new belt, a new vest, a new head, a necklace, and an accessory. So this guy is just chock full of stuff that we haven't seen before. That's always a good thing. The spear he comes with has the painted spearhead, it has painted beads and painted feathers on there, so that's a nice thing. And he's got a lot of paintwork on him. If you look here, we have some dry brushing going around for that kind of tattered part. The skulls have a dry brush on them. This loincloth thing is painted on both ends. The belt is all brown. Then we have the painted gold. We have the painted leopard. Actually, is that cheetah or leopard? One of them has spots in the middle and one doesn't. I don't remember. I think that would be a leopard that does not. Anyway, he's got the spots there painted. They painted the eyes and the hair on the lion thing here, the nose. We have the darker brown down here. Really nicely done. They painted the little, I guess, claws that are hanging from his necklace. That's good. The only bad thing about this figure is they really didn't do a good job with the face paint. It's kind of flat and one-dimensional, or I guess two-dimensional, whatever you want to say. It doesn't look that great. The head sculpt I like, but the head looks not anywhere near as good as it looked in the prototype. It's not bad, it'll do, but having a better paint job on that head would really make the figure pop. Really nicely done. As far as taking the vest off, I'm sure a lot of people are asking. Yes, it can come off, and the body mold looks really good. It looked a little odd to me, kind of for Grim Reaper, unless they made a new chest and I didn't notice the difference. It kind of looked like he had a pot belly with abs, kind of like E Honda from Street Fighter. This does not look like that. It looks much, much better. So maybe it's just the molded plastic, or maybe I'm losing my mind and it is a little different. But either way, really nicely done. The articulation for the shoulders, it is a little bit limited going up because he has larger shoulders, but you still get a pretty good range of motion out of everything. You get your bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, a wrist rotation, and a wrist hinge, and both hands are made to be able to grab the spear. One downside is they molded the arm in brown rather than in the flesh tone. Then they had to paint the flesh. They had to paint the flesh tones, and didn't turn out that great. I've seen much worse, but having the forearm molded in the flesh tone, same thing for the hands, would have been a much wiser choice. I don't know why Hasbro always does that. Mold in the harder color to paint the dark brown over the skin. It would have made much more sense. The lion thing, it does look a little unrefined. It kind of has a little kid toy look to it. I don't know what it is, but just something about it. But it's clearly a nice piece, and I'm okay with it. It's just something about it leaves a little bit to be desired. Maybe it's just the paint application. I don't know. But still looks pretty good. Head articulation has the hinge and the ball peg, so you can move that around, no problem. Ab crunch works forward. Going back is going to be a little bit more difficult. Doesn't really want to go back too far because of too much stuff back here. Waist twist is fine. Hips go all the way forward, out about 45 degrees. Thigh swivel, double jointed knees, no problem at all. I liked it. I have mixed feelings about this. Having the skull down here it's kind of good because it hides the knee joint. But they did that so that I guess they didn't have to make a new knee joint, and then it kind of looks bad once you pose him, and in reality it would have been tied to the knee itself, so I don't know. It works when the legs aren't bent. We have a shin swivel, an ankle hinge that works well enough, and we have an ankle rocker. So really doesn't get much better than this when it comes to Legends. I'm really pleased with this figure, and I have to say I recommend it 100%. Especially if you get one with a particularly nice paint job, I think you're going to just be smitten with the figure. It's very, very nicely done. Really pleased with it, and it's nice to actually have some Marvel Legends from Hasbro that I'm happy with. I'm really, really glad about that. Thanks for watching, guys. Stick around here at the end so you can see some poses, so you can see what this guy will look like on your shelf. And make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can see my upcoming figure reviews, custom figures, and other good stuff. And in the meantime, keep collecting.